110%. When I was watching his high school film, and then I showed him to Liam, it was like a clone of Wan'Dale Robinson. And the kid is just so driven. He reminds me of Wan'Dale so much. He's up here early. He's the last one to leave. He comes to the coaches meeting, watch film with the coaches. He comes from a very talented family. His brother played at Minnesota. I think now he's at UCF. We all know who his uncle is. And what I love about this kid, he wants his own shine. And, you know, he's a guy that's fast. He has a great work ethic, and we really got a good one in him. And I think the sky's the limit for him.
Both Woody and Liam were kind of talking about how he had some drop issues early,
yes.
And then he quickly already now has improved. What does that say? He hasn't even played a game yet. He's already fixed it.
So I'm very close with his high school coach, Mo Douglas, who played here, and they got tons of D1 guys. So I told Mo what happened when he had a couple drops on the spring. Mo said when they came back spring break, when we get that week off, most guys go on little trips. Yeah. He was back in Springfield at the field 6:30 in the morning every day catching balls. And he did it all in the summer before he came back, and you see it. But what you can't coach is his route running and how he is. I mean, he ran a post corner, and a post route. And if you didn't think, you thought you was looking at Wan'Dale Robinson.
He was very honest about the fact that he didn't have the top end speed that the other Brown had, but he said he's very twitchy. Well, I think we saw that Saturday.
Well, Brown, there's speed, and then there's good football speed. Right. I think AB got Wan'Dale Robinson speed. Anthony, Barry and Brown got almost track speed. Yeah. So, but no, he is. I'm gonna tell you, man, he just got to keep working. But man, he is really showing up. He's showing up big time.
How much does it help in your experience, when a player like his brother is an older, who's in college football? Do they have a little more idea about what it's about and what it takes from a work ethic standpoint?
Yeah, that's a good question, because I'm the youngest of four brothers that were D1 college football players, and by the time it got to me, I understood what the work ethic was and just how to have a drive. And Anthony Brown is just a driven guy. And you look at, again, his uncle, and I just saying his uncle, because his uncle is one of the best, I don't know what you say, R&B singer or pop star in the world. And he worked hard, doing what he got from Springfield, going and making it, now living in LA. Anthony Brown is the same way, but I think Mike, his brother, who went to Minnesota, he's seen what it was like for Mike, and now I think he learned from his brother's mistakes, or even the positives, and I think he builds off of that.
Obviously, you're partial to the lines, to the trenches. So how is the offensive line coming along? How are they, trying to improve here year two under Coach Jensen?
It's kind of like when Mark, and that was the elephant in the room where our O-line was the issue. And we immediately went out and addressed that in the winter. At the time when we went and got Marcus Cox, he was the number one. This is what you guys understand. He was the number one portal tackle in the portal. There were Ohio State. A lot of people were trying to get this guy. Then we went and got Cortland and got Tanner and got Ben Chrisman. I think it's just adding more depth to that room, and I see the difference already.
Yeah, obviously, the people are just going to see the number of sacks allowed, and that's obviously a big sign. What are some other things that, you're looking at in terms of just how they need to get better?
I just think they need to play within themselves and play with, like, one thing about Liam, this is people don't realize, when Liam was here the first time, we had 3 NFL linemen, and we still sometimes have 6-man protection, 7-man protection. Last year we had, and that's why I say for Yenzer, I don't think people understand that he had 2 freshmen, one redshirt freshman and another redshirt freshman, and then another guy who's playing tackle that played guard. And we were sometimes in 5-man protection, and you just got to let that stuff gel. And I just think now with these older guys who got a lot of games under their belt, I think you're going to see the difference of them like coming together. They know we got a good quarterback, and they, just like anything else, they want to protect him. So I'm really excited what I see. I think we running the ball physically. If you can run against our defense and do things against our defense, you got a pretty good chance to be pretty good against a lot of other people. Trust me on that.
Coach, over the summer, you guys had a lot of recruits come in a very short amount of time. What was that like, trying to manage all of that at once and everything?
Well, I will say I earned every bit of the money that they paid me, and I think all the other coaches did too. This is the new world of college football. You got to still tend to your players. You got to have your players over your house to build with them. But then you got guys coming in June who's making decisions in July or June. So you still got to do that, and then you got the transfer portal. So it's like the NFL. they never stop. It's just when you bring in free agents, you bring in free agents. It's how it is with us.
Your most recent one, excuse me, I'll reframe you, Coach. Your most recent one being Stone, coming from a program that's produced some college caliber players before. How long do you have your eye on him?
Well, we can't say his name or anything like that. He's a high school kid.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
But let me give you a metaphor. We have our eyes when we take a guy, especially like a quarterback. We probably had our eyes on him since he was a freshman, or probably even in the 8th grade going into. You just understand. Young guys be at camp, and when you make a decision on a quarterback like that, you have to know you have resources and understand everything about him. So we were always just like the other guy that we had commit. We've been recruiting him since he was a freshman. So we always gonna do our work. We're gonna do our work on especially quarterbacks.
Last one on that kind of topic. When players are narrowing down their top 3 or 5 or whatever they decide to do, does the excitement peak up in your room and all the coaches, or are you not sold until it says the ink is...
I am not sold. Even when we get a committed guy, I am not sold until that letter goes out and they sign. Now, I think our culture has been pretty good here, and we a lot of parents love when they come here. We very rarely have guys decommit, but we ain't had that before. But I'm never done until they sign that paper. I'm recruiting them all the way up to the day they go in and put that ink on that paper.
Thank you, Coach.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.